Alright, so if you want the most FPS in Fortnite and the lowest input delay, this is what we're gonna have to do. First of all, you have to go on the Epic launcher, so open it up. Alright, so after your Epic Games has loaded, you go to the library, you go to Fortnite, definitely not addict, ignore time played. Go to options, this shows you some extra settings. Fortnite Core and Battle Royale, this is just a game, you have to leave that, it's required. Save the world, if you bought save the world, keep it. Alright, high resolution textures, keep this off if you want the most FPS and lowest input delay. For me, I personally have it on just because I like better visuals and graphics, but just have it off if you want the lowest input delay. Next, DirectX 12 shaders, if you don't use DirectX 12, turn this off, delete it, it's just wasting space. Alright, so next is pre-download streamed assets. What this essentially does is if it's off, it streams the assets that are normally installed if you have the setting on. So if you want better ping, then I recommend turning it on, as if you have it off you get way worse ping. The rest is just additional languages, so just ignore that. Alright, so this is a side thing, but personally if you're lagging, I would go to manage and press verify files. What this does is just verify all the files. It takes maybe a minute or a few seconds depending on your internet connection. Alright, and there, now it's done. Now next time you open up FN, it should be a bit quicker. Next you're gonna go back to your Windows screen. Now this depends on your graphic card, so check what one you have. Personally I have Nvidia, so for most of you who have Nvidia, you press show more options. This is Windows 11. You press Nvidia control panel. Now this shows a whole new app. What you're gonna want to do is go to manage 3D settings. If you want the absolute lowest FPS and if you're really into competitive and want zero input delay, turn all of this I can't even spell this, bro. Oh my. Anisotropic filtering, anti-aliasing, turn these all off. Low latency mode, turn this to ultra if you want the lowest latency. Turn off all the graphic related options here. Alright, then after that, you're gonna have to download GeForce Experience if you don't already have it. Open GeForce Experience up. Alright, then you're gonna wanna go to drivers. And if you do not have the latest drivers downloaded, I recommend downloading it. This will give the most FPS. Press check for updates, and if first I already have the latest one updated, but it will show a download option if you don't have it updated. Now we're gonna go open up FN. Now that once you're loaded, go to settings and then you go to video. So first of all you have window mode. Now if you want the most FPS, full screen mode is the way to go, but since I have two monitors, it's easier for me to tab out. I'm gonna go use Windows full screen. Never use Windows as it gives the least FPS. Windows full screen essentially means whenever you tab out, it doesn't show a black screen for a few seconds. Next, VSync tabs off, it drains FPS for essentially no reason. And then frame rate limit. Now most of you people have it at 60 FPS and your monitor is 60 Hz, but mine's is 144. If you have it at 60 Hz, I'd recommend either keeping it at 60 FPS cap or maybe do it one above. So one above 60, 120, or for me personally, I'm at 144. I'm gonna go do 160 or 165, and it applies to everything. So 180, 185, or so 180, 200, 200, 240, 240, 360, and then unlimited is basically used only used when you want to see your FPS. Rendering mode, keep it at performance mode. Performance mode is the best one if you want to have zero delay. Brightness, I have 100%, personal preference. Colorblind mode, Tridenope 10 is the best colorblind mode by far. Alright, so loaded to a game for you guys. So this is without any colorblind mode. So as you can see, colors look blank, absolutely horrendous, especially in VR. It looks so bad, but with it at Tridenope 10, it just looks so much more natural and better, especially in VR now that this season's like most of it's desert. Next is 3D resolution. This depends on your PC. If PC is pretty bad, then you can have it down all the way here. I'd recommend keeping it at 100% most of the time so you can see the game. You can even have it at 1%, which I'd recommend, or 0%, even option. No, it's not. So yeah, you can have it at 1% 3D resolution. Let's try doing that there, and it looks like I'm playing on a Nintendo 3DS out here, so there is that if you guys want. View distance, now keep this at epic, 100%. This shows you weapons from far away. If you're far away and you see a weapon, you cannot see it. It will just be a glitch. It will be like a little unrendered blob. So keep it at epic if you want to see the weapons. Texture high. If you have a GPU or a decent GPU, keep it high as it makes the GPU run faster. I cannot explain the science, but credit to its Jadian for the recommendation. Meshes low. If you want the lowest input delay, keep it at low. This is the builds on low, and this is walls on high meshes. Alright, so next you're gonna do show FPS, your choice. I keep it on to my FPS. Next, volume, basically does not matter. Sound quality gives a slight FPS drain if you have it at high, but really does not matter. Game, matchmaking region, keep it at your region. If it's not at your region, then you're gonna have high ping. Language, your language. Toggle sprint, if you have it on, you just have to press the sprint button once and you'll just be sprinting, and then you have to, if you wanna unsprint, then press your sprint button once again. If you have it off, then you have to hold your sprint button, and then if you let go of the sprint button, it will stop sprinting. Auto open door, if that says auto opens door, I'd keep it on personally. Mantle activation, if you have it at hold forward, then you have to press your forward key, that you go forward on a wall to mantle it. Or if you have hold jump, then you have to hold your jump key when you're at a wall to mantle over and hurdle. If you're at a little small fence, then you have to just press your jump key once and it'll hurdle over. Or if you want it to be a hold forward, then you hold your forward key and then you go through it. Hold to swap key, all you have to do is hold your interact key on the weapon you want to swap with another weapon and have that weapon out, and it swaps the weapons. Toggle targeting, if you have it on, you have to press your aim key once and it automatically toggles the targeting, and press it again to untarget. Or you can have it at off, which most people do, and you have to hold your aim to make it aim. Mark danger when targeting, just keep it on. If you're in danger and you mark, then it does a danger mark, which is basically red. And auto pick up weapons, this is as it says, if it auto pick up weapons. Preferred item slots, this is all just personal preference, just choose what you want. For example, if you have AR at first, every time you pick up an AR, the AR will go to the first slot. For me, shotgun second, SMG third, sniper fourth, and a consumable item such as heals at the fifth. Then auto sort consumables to the right, so all heals or eatable items, it automatically gets sorted to the right. I always do this, but it's just personal preference. Disable pre-edit option, I have it on, as if you have it on and disable pre-edit. So in a fight, if you in mistake do a pre-edit, it can ruin your whole fight and kill you as you place the wall which you pre-edited it as, for example, a window or a little fence. Turbo building automatically on, and just you have to hold your mouse and it automatically builds. Unlike if you have it off, then you have to click your mouse click every time to build. Auto confirm edits, let me show you what it all does. None. What none does is, for example, if I'm editing this, I edit this, you see how it did not automatically confirm it. You have to press the edit key once again to confirm. And same with the reset. If you want to reset, then you have to double press the reset key. For example, mine is scroll wheel. Edit. Now if you have an edit, then if you just hold your mouse and let go of it, it edits automatically. You don't have to, you just have to press your edit key once, and that's when you have to interact with edit. Reset. This is so you have to confirm your edit for normal edits, but for reset you have to click it once and it automatically resets as shown. Both is so you don't have to confirm when you edit normally, but you have to confirm when you're resetting. All in all, I recommend use reset, as when you edit, if you confirm edit on release on, while you edit, you have to confirm it, and confirm edit on release. If you have it on, you can aim. If for example if there was a kid here, I could aim at his head while editing, unlike if it was at off, which for example this would happen if I aiming at someone's head. You would just edit this and then you cannot edit. And on reset you have to press reset key once and it resets. Tips, have it off. Who wants tips? Ignore these settings. FOV, this is only for sliding, it's not the real FOV, don't get so excited though bro. Replays, on takes up FPS, off doesn't. On takes up space, off doesn't, your choice. And resaving, have both are off. Rocket racing, ignore this, who cares about rocket racing. Game UI, none of this does anything to FPS. If you want, you can put net debug stats on, which shows your ping, so just keep it on. Touch emotion, ignore it, I'm non-mobile. Mouse and keyboard, this is your sense, choose what you want. Ignore controller input. If you want to ignore your controller and you want to use a keyboard, then do that. If you want to lock your input as a mouse instead of a controller, then keep it as this. Custom diagonals, if you have it off, then while trying to turn around, you have to like keep on looking to the right when you have to move to like the right or left. But if you have it on, that's basically double movement. You just have to press your, for example, right key to go right, and just does it for you without you have to look every time to rotate. This is my double movement binds, but you can search up any pro player's double movement binds or just make your own custom one just like I did. Now the rest doesn't matter. Let's move on. Keybinds. This is just your keybind, so ignore this if you just choose your own keybinds. Controller and controller mapping does not matter unless you're a controller, which I'm clearly not. And again, this also doesn't matter, the account and privacy. And that is about all for the video. I'm around 400 FPS looking up into the sky, and I have a 3070 i9 11 gen, so take it as is. This can help you significantly if you have a lower PC, but for me I already have a pretty good PC, so this really doesn't do much. Subscribe and like would help out the channel a lot, as these videos take a long time to edit and release.